Welcome back to Dion Talk. Don't let $20 cost you millions. Or even worse, don't let $20 cost you decades of your retirement. Recently, I published a book on Amazon, Financial Freedom for the Lazy Person. This is over 10 years of my life filtered down to the actionable advice, mental mind shifts, and lazy landlord systems that let me make work optional and spend most of my time traveling and scuba diving, chasing good weather, and wondering what country I'm going to be in next week. Who knows? The idea was I wanted to share my information with you so you can have a better financial journey, whether it is to retire early or to make work optional or to retire your spouse or to retire your parents. There is a scam going on Amazon right now. It's probably on every book publishing platform out there. And I became aware of this today. Thank you, somebody, for pointing it out or talking about my workbook. But the problem is the advice, the $20 that could cost you millions, is an AI threat. I published the book, and about 6 days later, dozens of workbooks, companion workbooks, start showing up on Amazon. And I'll just give you, let's see if I can here, give you an example of what these look like. So these are the books that just pop up. It's AI generated. You can tell because this thing right here that I'm highlighting in the middle of the screen, this is called an M dash. It is a dash that is exactly the same width as the letter M. So they call it an M dash. You can't type that. It takes a macro to get that to appear. So AI puts that everywhere. It'll hyphen random words. This right here is called an ellipsis. This is not three periods like a human would write. Copy and paste this somewhere else and back up one period and all three will disappear because it's not three periods. There is this book here for $15.99. Uh, I'll give the guy some credit, by Robert Peter. Two first names. Sure, it's a real person. But it's got my name in it, How Dion McNeeley's Ideas Can Help You Build Wealth and Live Stress-Free. And if I just look through, oh, look, there's an M dash down here. This is all AI created, what's called AI slop. If I go back, the workbook and journal for financial freedom for the lazy person. So let's look at this one. Can you type and always go and put in these nice little emojis that kind of reference whatever you're talking about? That lets you know it's AI. When when you type, are you going to throw an M dash down here? Are you going to Google what is the macro to make an M dash on your computer? So that you can see that these are books that weren't created by the person who created the book that you purchased or the book that you want to watch or listen to. Here's the problem with AI generated slop. I've asked AI to analyze my book and analyze my content and tell me about my investing strategy. And it gets some of it right. I had a list of things that it got right. Financial freedom can be attained by the average person in 10 years or less. I say that often. I like house hacking. I started with $89,000 in bad debt, which is what my second video today when I go on my hike is going to be about. How did I start investing when I was $89,000 in bad debt I didn't know about until the divorce? But then it also says you relied heavily on the Burr method. Being able to deploy other people's money to create cash flow with none of your money in the deal was one of the fundamental reasons why you were able to make work optional and step away from the W-2 that you loved. This is not only dangerous, this is damaging because it's 100% the opposite of what my video's content and information is about. I stress many times and have been banned from all of the Burr groups because I say Burr is a great strategy, but it's not a good strategy for when you're starting out. There's so many risks. What if you calculate your after repair value wrong? What if you calculate your cash flow based on interest rates that triple in the next 6 months? What if your rehab timeline takes too long and your hard money time hits? Like all of the warnings about Burr made AI think that it was the strategy I relied heavily on. It says a couple of other things here that are literally the opposite of what I talk about. So in those workbooks, the for if you find one for one rental at a time, or for when the Lumberjack Landlord's book comes out, or if you find somebody, this Coach Carson Small and Mighty Investor, there's AI bots that are scanning the book platforms for when a book becomes a new bestseller. So I had bestseller status in two different categories, and so it picked up on my book and it said, "Hey, let's make workbooks for this," using AI slop data. So if you've purchased, I would send them back the books that are workbooks, because I haven't made one, on my content, my information, how to invest the way I did. You're going to be getting bad data. If you bought those workbooks, or if you buy something that AI creates after scanning somebody's information and it interprets something wrong, and you think, because the other thing it says here is paying off your properties has been a priority. That added security of not having a mortgage is why you can sleep at night. If you've been watching my content, the last thing I want ever is paid off properties. The video that it probably scanned was the one where I said I paid off a property and I lost $1 million. I do say I don't regret it because it doesn't hurt to have a paid off property, but it also wouldn't hurt to have another $1 million. The danger of AI reproduction currently is that it's not in a state to interpret everything well enough to give you good advice. And so if you go to Amazon and you see the stuff that it puts out there saying, this is what you should be doing, the workbooks, not mine. I think I saw more when I was looking. I saw about a dozen when I hunted through earlier. But if you get a chance to go and put a nice little review on any of these workbooks saying this was not created by him, this is not his information, this is counterintuitive and bad, you might save somebody else, not just the $15 or $20 that it costs to buy the book, but the millions. Oh, this one does actually have my name in the title. Cool. That is not theft of intellectual property at all whatsoever. Scammy McScamerson. What is this? McTrent Holloway. Sounds like a real person too. It sounds like a porn name or something. Somebody get McTrent. Let me see here. I'm entertained by this. I'm thoroughly complimented. Like the highest form of compliment is when somebody duplicates your thing. But the thing that you could tell is all of these books were published between August 2nd and August 6th. I think I forgot to look at the other one, 5 to 10 days after my book came out. 99 pages, at least that AI did a little bit of work. I think this first one was like 46 pages. Even the lazy investor wrote 496 pages. Don't let bad information scrubbed by an AI that doesn't know what it's talking about be the reason you make decisions that ruin your financial journey. Yeah, Chris, if you remember to remind me, I will definitely sign it as McTrent. That would be awesome. Maybe get a couple of these names. It's so All Nighter Hider. I don't know that AI is counterfeiting people's books. What it is there's a person that said maybe they have an algorithm set up to search for this, but this book hit top seller. So they go in and they typed a prompt. They put in a prompt that says, please create a workbook based on this book. And then they send it a PDF version, even if it's just, hey, look at the YouTube channel and make this a workbook. So is it a workbook? Yes. Did a person prompt the idea to make it? Initially, yes, unless it's just a fully automated bot system. But yeah, there's a dozen workbooks out there with my name on them that I didn't make, that not only has not my information in it, but based on AI's review of what I do, gives really bad information. I will see you guys in a little bit, probably like an hour, when I do a live stream that talks about How I started investing when I found out about $89,000 in bad debt in my name I didn't know about until the divorce. And I was a single parent with three kids, only making $17 an hour. And because of how I started, a decade later, I was able to walk away from work and never have to work again, giving me plenty of time to go to Amazon and see how many other people or AI bots have ripped off my content.